make sure that they're not supporting something that's against it. But for you to be all in on Donald Trump or any other president when you know what it takes to get to that point tells me that you are a part of the same circus that you're claiming to fight against, which is part of the reason I've religiously said on this channel that I'm not Republican or Democrat. As a Christian man, I recognize that the laws in this country most likely have almost nothing to do with the right or left-wing parties. Because again, right or left wing. These are two wings of the same bird, and I've been saying this on this channel since 2021. So again, to me, the fact that she claims to stand for truth, but would promote any of these candidates is a red flag. Would you all agree? Another thing is that Candace Owens is a Catholic. I mean, she used to be Christian, but she transitioned after she met her husband, who we'll talk about later. And I've talked about this briefly in another video regarding the Pope, but this was a major red flag to me because if you claim to believe in Jesus Christ, but is a part of a religion that literally prays to Mary and treats the Pope as some sort of intermediary to Christ, is one of the biggest red flags that are out there. In a recent interview, Candace literally addresses the backlash from many of her supporters that claim that she never delves into the evil history of the Catholic Church, stating that she has talked about this before.
I know you brought up Catholic and being Christian several times, so clearly your faith is important. But you know, these Catholics, they be playing with the kids? Because you talked about the slippery slope.
Into the Catholic faith. It makes the most sense because how can you be about delving into the history and all these different things, but you completely overlook all the red flags about the Catholic Church? Not to mention this picture of Candace Owens that immediately drew more red flags, as the inside of the Catholic Church heavily resembles that of Freemason lodges. There's no way you can tell me that you don't see the resemblance here. And there's no way you can tell me Candace Owens hasn't noticed the same resemblance. There's a checkerboard flooring because Freemasons believe in duality. There's the Masonic twin pillars that can be found in just about every Freemason lodge there is. It also doesn't help when the church has a history directly tied to Freemasonry, but if that's something you want to hear about, again, I talked about this in my video about the Pope, so go and check that out. Another person that she supports no matter what, that she's received backlash for, is Andrew Tate. Again, Candace has spoken out against pornography, but Andrew Tate, while claiming to believe in God, he once was a Christian, once was a Muslim, not only has a history in the very thing that Candace seems to be against, that being exploiting cam girls or girls on webcam, but this is something he's recently tweeted about and bragging about, being anti-God, anti-Christian, and how he got rich off of doing the things that Candace claims to be against.
Conservative losers tell you, get married.
That's why. But either way, it's hypocritical and it's dishonest. But speaking of Candace Owens' husband, let's talk about him for a second.